A poor laborer was hired to paint a house. The owner of the house said to him, "You can start work tomorrow. I want you to paint my house so that I can sell it." So the laborer came the next day with his bucket of paint and started painting the house. He painted all day long, and by evening he had painted only one wall. When the owner of the house saw this, he got very angry and shouted at the painter, "Hey, what's going on? You were hired to paint the whole house, not just one wall." "Are you kidding me?" The painter calmly replied. "I'm sorry, but I have to do it like this. First, I mark out the area I'm going to paint, and then I paint it. I'm doing the same thing now." The owner was not convinced, but he couldn't say anything. So he left the painter and went to his office. After an hour, he came back and saw the painter had painted another wall. The owner again got angry and shouted, "Why didn't you paint the whole house yesterday? You wasted my time, and now I'll be late in selling the house because of you." The painter calmly replied, "I'm sorry, sir, but I have to do it this way. First, I mark out the area I'm going to paint, and then I paint it." The owner understood that the painter was right, but he was irritated by the painter's slow pace. So he asked, "How many days will you take to paint the whole house like this?" The painter replied, "If I start now, I'll be able to finish painting the whole house in 10 days. The owner thought for a moment and then agreed to this. He knew that if the painter finished the job in 10 days, he would be able to sell the house in time. So he said, "All right, paint the house in 10 days, but if you don't finish it in 10 days, I'll throw you out of the house, and you will have to find somewhere else to stay." The painter agreed to these terms and continued painting. Every day the painter would paint one wall, and after marking the next wall, he would ask the owner for some nails. The owner would give him the nails, and the painter would nail them into the wall. Every day the owner would get angry seeing only one wall being painted, but the painter would calmly reply, "I'm sorry, sir. I have to do it this way. First, I mark out the area I'm going to paint, and then I paint it." After 9 days, the painter had finished painting 9 walls, and he started painting the last wall. As soon as he finished painting the last wall, he unhooked the bucket from his shoulder and put it down. Then he took out a small hammer from his bag and started hammering the nails that he had hammered into the walls every day. Seeing this, the owner of the house became very angry and shouted, "What are you doing? You were hired to paint the house, not to destroy it." The painter calmly replied, No, sir, I'm sorry, but I have to do it this way. First, I mark out the area I'm going to paint, and then I paint it." The owner of the house did not understand anything, but he was stunned by the scene in front of him. When the painter had finished nailing, he stepped back and said, "Now tell me, sir, what do you see?" The owner looked at the house and said, "I see a beautiful house that is ready to be sold." The painter said, "Exactly, sir. I too think that this house is beautiful, and it is ready. But there is one thing missing." The owner asked, "What is that?" The painter said, "There is no gate to this house. Without a gate, how will you live here?" The owner thought for a moment and then said, "That's right. The house without a gate is not a good idea." He took out his mobile phone and called the carpenter and asked him to make a gate for the house. After the carpenter left, he turned to the painter and said, "You have done a good job, painter. Here's your payment for painting the house." The painter took the money and left. The next day, the carpenter made a beautiful gate for the house, and the owner of the house happily shifted into the house with his family. Now, wherever the painter went to paint the house, he would always say, "First, I mark out the area I'm going to paint, and then I paint it." Why? Because opportunities don't wait for you. They go away. If you don't catch them, they will never come back. But if you keep waiting for the right time, then life will pass by and you will remain poor throughout your life. Think about it. What would have happened to the painter if he'd kept waiting for the owner to build the house? He would have remained unemployed. But when the opportunity came to him, he grabbed it with both hands and made the most of it. So, my friends, whenever an opportunity comes to you, make the most of it. Otherwise, opportunities don't wait for you. They go Hawaii. If you don't catch them, they will never come back.